Hello and welcome back to more Seduce the Otome. Bow chicka wow wow. But it's not so much of a happy times right now because we're in the middle of getting taken. Because the last episode, we had an encounter with Malix who had appeared in our dream. He was the crazy, creepy guy that was like, "I'm gonna kill you," and here he was in our house. But luckily, apparently, our grandfather knew some like black magic, and he had like this barrier set up around our house and around ourselves, I guess, to like repel or disable like hellborn magic. So he couldn't do shit in our house. So he's like, "I'ma come back next time, and then I'ma get you later." So he left after we basically found out about the whole thing with our grandfather knowing about demon magic and shit like that. So that night ended with us going off to bed. That happened like just right after we had that whole housewarming party, and so the next morning we got up really early and we went to go explore the house. And in doing so, we came upon our grandfather's office and we found like these secret compartments that had locked drawers and laptops that had retina scanners, and we tried to like open it, and we actually did, and we found like all these like books and journals that had all these demon magic sorcery and drawings and shit in it. And we were looking through it, and then there's something happened, and then it made us like put it back because I don't know, we didn't want, something told us that we shouldn't like pry any further. So that ended with that. We didn't get much about how our grandfather actually knew about all these these like magic and sorceries and how long he's been doing it for and shit. So we go off to like the grave. Surprisingly enough, we chose to go to grandfather's grave. There we met Andrew, and then we talked to him for a bit, and then we went back. And then we the next day was school. Yes, the next day was school, and then Lisette wanted to start shit, and so she started shit. She tripped us in the hallway. We got mad, and we beat her up, and that was the greatest moment of my life. So we had a little UFC MMA fight in the hallway, and then it ended with like two teachers, Miss Gordon and Mrs. Phillips, like separating us. And then Miss Gordon was a chill teacher, and she's just like, you know what, forget about her, ignore her, like she doesn't know what you're going through, so like just you do you kind of thing, where it's like, okay, fine. So we didn't end up getting in trouble at all, thanks Miss Gordon. And then after school, our friends Naomi and Suzu were offering to like drive us home, or to pick us, like they decided that they were gonna pick us up for school and then also drop us off at home. But we got a phone call from our dad, or a text from our dad, saying that he'd come pick us up. So we're like, cool. So we go outside. We go to the usual spot where she usually sees her dad pick her up and shit. And we were waiting, and then it turned out he was late. And then we're like, why is he late? He's never late. And then we tried calling him, and then it didn't work because there was apparently no signal. Her phone didn't work. Where there was signal, but then her phone didn't work. We're like, what the fuck is going on? And then this bitch shows up and kidnaps us. Like, seriously, rude. So this is where we left off, and that was what happened last episode with me and Tina. Unfortunately, she is not here present in this episode, so I'm going to continue on this journey by myself for now. She might appear randomly, but this time she's not here. So anyways, all I knew was that I was in trouble. Dun dun dun. What's gonna happen to us? What's gonna happen to our heroine? All I saw was darkness. I felt numb as I was taken to a place I didn't know of. I couldn't even move my lips to scream. Sounds zipped past my ears, first of the interior of the car, then the outside, then an echoey space with whispers and cackles of people vibrating through it. God damn it. Fuck. I'm in their hideout. Son of a bitch. However, the wrap around my eyes was eventually removed from my face, and my bonds were cut. It took a while for my eyes to adjust, but I found myself in a warehouse surrounded by devils, including Malix, who was smirking at me. That was a cheap ass move. You could have won me fairly, but you just had to go and catch me off guard.
Nicely done! I'm sure those little shits will come running to find you when they realize you didn't return to your precious little mansion. They'll search everywhere for you.
You're a little shit. I don't want to be around you. You make me mad. Malik walked over and set the barrel of his gun against the skin between my eyes. Haha.
It'll be so funny when they find your dead body instead.
Oh, come on. You got a gun, I got nothing but taekwondo. Come on, 1v1 no weapons. Do this. Wait. Fight. I wanna fight. I seriously do. Yo. Oh yeah, I totally like skipped the page. My bad, but anyway. No! I hate it when it does that. Okay. Thank you. I wanna fight! But he has a gun. Is Hannah skilled enough to disarm a person with a gun? Oh wait, no. I have to remember that there's actually more people around us, so like, cause I totally forgot that like this is just him on the screen right now. It's like, it's an empty warehouse, it's just him. 1v1 me, let's do this. But there's actually other people around us, so I don't think we can 1v10. So I really wanna fight, but I think that's a bad decision or something. I don't know. I'll just I wanna fight. I really wanna fight him. But there's, again, like I said, there's like probably 10 other people. And that wouldn't be really smart. Let's wait. I could see Malik pull the trigger before bracing myself. Oh shit. Oh right! Yeah, we also got the protective barrier. The charm. We had a protective charm that was placed upon us that disallows Hellboy magic to harm us. Yeah!
Fuck!
I opened my eyes again to see Malik's jamming his finger against the trigger, trying to shoot me to no avail. Ha ha ha.
Well, she either has the barrier spell on her, or you're losing your power.
I have a barrier spell on me. What you gonna do?
Shut up! I'm not losing shit! This little brat must have that spell on her!
Yeah, bitch. I felt a wave of relief run through my body. The other devils laughed at Malik's, which made me angrier.
I said, shut up!
Haha, you look dumb. Oh, okay. Malik suddenly moved his gun towards a nearby devil and pulled the trigger. I stared wide-eyed as the bullet from Malik's gun rammed itself into the neck of the devil boy. The wound spouted fire and blood, causing the devil to scream and flail in extreme pain before falling limp to the ground. Oh. Okay. As the body hit the floor, it began to almost deform and melt. Blood and black ash poured out of the wound and every opening that body had, causing the smell of death to quickly fill the room. I felt like gagging as the body eventually stopped moving. The body became like a deflated balloon, showing me the true nature of Malik's gun. It was now just a pile of blood and skin. The bullet had burnt up the muscles, bones, and any structure the body had to give it its form. Haha, that's a pretty nice gun you got there. That could have been me, but it's okay, girl. You got a charm on you. It's okay.
Anyone else wanna laugh at me? Huh?
Well, I kinda already did, so I'm gonna keep laughing at you, cause you can't do shit against me. The devils around us shut their mouths, obeying the warning of the obvious master of the space. Malik growled before glaring at me. Come at me, fight me.
As I was saying, it must be some holy magic or some shit like that. There is.
I will holy water your ass. Don't touch me. Don't come near me. The girl who had kidnapped me stepped up beside Malik's, looking at me. Malik's wrapped a strong arm around her waist and pulled her tight against his side before burying his face against her neck. Why are you guys showing PDA now? I'm a hostage. I don't want to get subjected to this nasty shit. Eris didn't react, but continued to stare at me as Malik's ravaged her shoulders and neck in violent kisses. So, can you please take that? Isn't this in the middle of a hostage situation right now? This isn't the time. Eventually, Malik pulled away, licking his lips before looking into Eris's face.
Be a dear and get rid of her barrier.
Oh shit, you could do that? No, hell no, you stay back. You stay back. Without another word, Eris walked around me, out of my line of sight. As I turned my head to try and follow her, Malik raised his gun to my face, once again forcing me to stop moving.
I may not be able to shoot you yet, brat. But there are other ways I can beat the living shit out of you.
I can do the same! You wanna go? Let's do this! Take it outside. Wait, fight. I'ma fight you! Yo, can I fight him? I wanna fight him. I wanna do it. do it. I want to do it. I really want to do it. I really want to do it. I'm gonna do it, you guys. I'm gonna do it. Fight! No way this was happening. No way No way was I going to let myself be a victim of this. Fuck you! I gotta remember. What was that? What was in that book? Right! We read the book. We know some spells. Yo, you need to do some Expecto Patronum.
What are you whimpering? Are you praying that the boys will come and save you?
No. I'm an independent woman. I'm gonna Expecto Patronum your ass. You just wait. I kept grumbling, trying to remember and shut my eyes. Studying for a brief second wasn't enough to keep a spell in my mind, but I had to try something, anything. Yeah! All of a sudden, the air grew still and silent. I opened my eyes and looked around and gasped at the sight. Everything was frozen in time, as if the clocks had stopped and everything had followed suit. Did we somehow manage to, like, activate a spell that stopped time? Oh my god. What the... At first, I instantly wanted to move, but my feet were glued to the ground. I guess I couldn't change time and escape from where I was, but I was still lost. What was I supposed to do? That's so stupid. I could freeze time, but I can't fucking move myself? That's dumb. Oh, a soft wisp of wind made me turn to a floating light purple orb. What the fuck? I stared at it as it glowed, giving off a warm feeling. For some reason, this thing made me feel happy and content, despite the situation I was in. My heart felt like crying, yet I didn't know why. The fuck is that? It couldn't have been. Oh my god! Grandfather! Is that your soul? Holy shit! As I muttered, the orb slowly grew and faded into the spirit of my grandfather from when I last saw him. I stared up at him, completely shocked that I was correct and that his form was standing in front of me.
I guess it was a good idea to bring the incubi here after all.
I knew you were part of... You're fucking... How could you lie to me? I knew you were a part of this whole shenanigans. How could you do this to me? What? Is it really you? What do you mean? My grandfather smiled before patting my head gently. I couldn't feel it, but I knew he tried, so I closed my eyes in acknowledgement before looking at him again. You need to do some serious explaining, grandfather, okay? I ain't taking none of this mother bullshit, okay? You need to fucking let me know on this. What is the tea here? You need to... Oh my, I'm getting angry.
Sweetie, I'm sorry for not telling you, but I didn't know if you were ready to know.
Well, I was dropped in the middle of a situation. I'm already involved, so you might as well. That you handle demon magic?
Yes.
Huh? Was that your pastime? Your hobby? Huh? Why? What is there to gain from learning and using demon magic?
It wasn't a matter of gaining anything except knowledge. Through magic, I was able to learn more about the demon world and its wonders. I even met your incubi friends.
Okay, so it was a pastime. You were probably bored. Maybe those times where you were in a slump and you didn't know what kind of toys to create next, so you just kind of meddle with demon magics just for the fun, just for the giggles, huh? You met the boys?
Yes, it was I who helped them come here, but it seems it was at the cost of my life.
Ah, so that's how you... I should have known. What? Why? Why sacrifice yourself like that? Yeah. None of this made sense. He died to bring the incubi into the human world. Why? Why? My mind was practically screaming in anger. I needed answer with time being frozen. We had all the time in the world. Yeah, so you better sit down and start explaining. Why would you die for something like that? Why leave us alone? Why leave me alone?
I wasn't intending to, my dear. But now that I'm gone, you have a chance to find yourself without anything hindering you.
Really? This was supposed to help me. What?
Your father had always been so hard on you. I'm to blame for that. He learnt of my studies before he married your mother and pushed me away, promising to never follow in my footsteps.
Wait, so was my entire family involved in all of this? What?
As he was my son, I still loved and cared for him. I helped him in little ways, from paying bills and making sure he had food to come home with by adding money to his accounts. You don't know how hard your father worked to get to where he is now.
Oh, okay. I stared, trying to take it all in. It was true that my dad worked really hard, but I didn't realize how rough he had it.
When you were born, I couldn't have been any happier. I tried to give you as many toys as I could, but many of them were tossed away by your father to protect you from me.
Yeah, because you were involved with demon magic. I mean, I wouldn't have blamed him for that.
I thought I would never be able to see you. But when I found you on the street, I was blessed enough to be given a chance. After I brought you back to your parents, I asked your mother to convince your father to let you visit me often, and he finally agreed.
That's nice. Why does dad hate you so much? Why put that on me? Maybe because maybe because grandfather was involved with some demon occult magic, okay? You don't tamper with things like that, okay?
Your father saw me as a monster. He was afraid I would hurt you. He wanted to protect you from me at all costs, even if it meant becoming a monster to you himself.
You sure this... I'm just... Okay, I wouldn't go as far as to consider him a monster, but I would be really hella concerned that he'd be, you know, handling this kind of stuff, because, you know...
You did not know my father! You did not know what he was capable of!
Yeah, I figured.
He truly does love and care for you, but he doesn't want you to be as curious as I was.
Uh-huh. Curious.
I chose to learn about magic. I grew curious about it. He thought that was wrong. So when I didn't give it up, he shut me out of his life.
Yeah, I would have just left. I wouldn't shut him out of my life, but I would have just left him alone. Just be like, hey, you do you. You wanna do this? Then fine, go ahead.
What a stubborn old man.
So I did the only thing I could do. I gave everything I owned to you, including my hidden books your father never knew of.
To which I kind of sort of found by snooping. Sorry. My head began to spin. There was too much information. It was all going so fast despite time not moving a single inch.
I'm just so happy that my curiosity stayed with you.
Thanks. So my grandfather met the incubi. That seemed so surreal. I could hardly believe it, yet here was the spirit of my grandfather telling me. It was almost like a dream. So, you introduced him to the human world. Okay, that's really cool and all, but like, can you like get me, I just realized it, can you like get me out of the situation first, then we can have this long needed discussion in a place that's like much safer?
That's right. I told them about the wonders of our world, and they all wanted to come to experience it. So I helped them come over and gave them everything they needed. They traveled everywhere, and I helped them as they learned more about humans.
That's nice.
Then, I suddenly stopped breathing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why, but I believe it was because my time was up. After I died, the boys tried to come back. However, Mallets attacked them instantly when they crossed his path. I used the last bit of my strength to guide them to the estate so they had a place to stay to heal.
Oh, so that was your doing as well. Can you imagine that this entire plot of the story is all because of grandfather? God damn it. So that's why they were in the house. Okay. But they said they didn't know about the house belonging to anyone.
I never told them it belonged to anyone. I merely told them to head to the estate for shelter until they could learn to live on their own.
Okay. If the estate was meant for them, why give it to me?
I never knew your father would move you in so quickly. Even still, you managed to learn of them and learn of the demon world. You even were curious enough to study the magic.
Oh, yeah. So you saw that too? Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to, but like, yeah, well, yeah. So why not teach me when I visited?
You were too young to understand. I was hoping that you would make the choice to learn on your own when you were ready to handle it. And you did. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, really? Sweet. So I was meant to do that. Okay, cool. What are you saying? I've barely begun reading it. I don't remember anything. And also there was this whole thing where it's like, oh, there's something that like kind of made me put it back and not try to pry it anymore. Like, I thought it was a bad thing.
I will help you remember.
Okay. Then my grandfather gently bent down and kissed my forehead. All at once, my mind began to fill with spells and history of arcane magic, the demon world, and everything of my grandfather had known. Yes! Leveled up! We got some arcane magic in our arsenal. I looked up at my grandfather again, now able to remember everything and more as he smiled down at me.
Never forget. Make your own choices and do what you need to do. Don't let someone determine your life for you. If you decide to never look at magic again, I'll understand. But now at least you know it's there.
He kind of skipped not even me. Okay, sure. Anyways, that's cool. So this is basically Harry Potter almost, where it's like, you're a wizard, Harry, but it's more like you can cast spells and use demon magic, Hannah. Oh my god. My grandfather then patted my head before turning and walking away. I tried to follow after, still unsure and lost as ever, but my feet remained stuck to the floor. Grandfather, you couldn't have at least helped me get out of the situation. You're gonna let me? Are you gonna let me just go go crazy and just shoot spells every which way, just to like kind of, you know, Rambo my way out of this whole situation? Wait, please. He didn't turn back and he didn't stop walking. Soon he vanished past the wall, leaving me alone once again. I gritted my teeth, trying not to cry. My mind was filled with both the power to defend myself and a large amount of confusion I could never hope to shake off. I could feel the air around me start to move again, so I tightened my hands into fists, trying to push away my concerns. I had to remember I was Malik's captive. I had to escape. After I escaped, I could figure out my life. Yes, let's do this! Let's cause some destruction! Soon the world around me returned to normal, with Malik mocking me. I closed my eyes and began to mutter a spell from my memory. Spiritus oh my god. I can't do this. Spiritus lumine da fortitude tuum.
What the? Latin? What are you?
I'm about to blast your ass. Descendo! Pow! All of a sudden, a wave of light burst from my body, washing over the room and pushing the devils away from me to the ground. As the light quickly faded, I shook my head, feeling a small weakness in my legs. Girl, you need to run right now. Malice quickly hopped up and growled at me, obviously surprised but irritated beyond belief.
Where did you learn that? I will rip that tongue right out your mouth.
Come get me, motherfucker! Spiritus tenebrarum perculum prohibere.
Come here!
Patch me. Malik charged at me, dropping the gun that would never hurt me to the floor and reaching for my face. However, I quickly crouched down and covered my head with my arms while a dark magic circle appeared under my feet. Above me, a dark shield appeared, blocking Malik from touching me.
How? You're just a human!
I'm a wizard! A human who knows how to fight back, motherfucker. I pushed against the shield, forcing Malik back before standing. I wasn't some damsel in distress. I could fight for myself. I shook out the sudden appearance of numbness in my hands as I glared at Malik, challenging him once again to come at me. Come at me, bro!
Malix!
No! Stay out of it! I'll kill this bitch with my own two hands, one way or another!
I see you try! As commanded, Eris stood away from us along with the other devils. The group watching us was lost in intrigue as I stood up against their leader.
Oh, you must think you're some tough shit since you know some demon magic, huh? Well, guess what, princess? Demon magic consumes energy.
Oh, shit.
I can do this all day, and when you finally lose all your energy, your ass is grass.
My ass is grass? Ha! Ha! No. I glared knowing that what he said was true. I couldn't hold out forever, but I definitely had the energy to last a while until someone found me or until I could overpower Malik somehow. Why don't you do a stun spell and then make a run for it, girl? Malice charged at me once again, causing me to run backwards to keep some sort of distance. I could feel energy wanting to shoot out of my hands, so I pointed my palms at Malice. Light purple spikes suddenly began shooting from my hands, forcing Malice to skid back. Just play on the defensive. I had terrible aim, only able to scratch the edges of his body, with one or two actually stabbing into his shoulder and leg. Malice growled, pulling them out and throwing them to the ground. Let's just play defensively. Just like go do ring around the rosy kind of thing, where you just kind of dodge all his attacks and
Quit playing around, Malix!
and just kind of like shoot when you need to. I lowered my hands, feeling the numbness run up through my veins to consume both of my arms. I began to pant, desperate for some relief before continuing. Malik smirked at the sight. Oh, shit. Oh, for the love of God, please someone find me, I prayed. I hoped that I wouldn't have to keep fighting. I was becoming desperate. You didn't pray hard enough, girl! You need some Jesus Christ in here. What made everyone in that warehouse drop our fighting faces was the screeching of police sirens coming close to our location. Yes! And Malik smirked even wider. Wait, what? You're supposed to be afraid. You're not supposed. What?
It's time to have fun, boys! Make sure you kill them all!
Oh, what? Hell no. What? I wasn't expecting that outcome. Okay. Oh, the devils all seemed to get excited and started to walk past us to meet with the cops, but a loud finger snap stopped them and made them turn around. Malix and I looked to see Eris with her hand in the air post-snap.
Eris? What are you doing?
Maybe you should listen to your girlfriend. She seems to know what she's doing, and she's obviously the smarter of the two.
Enough, Malix. We've wasted enough time in this stupid town. I'm getting out of here, and I'm taking the rest with me.
Yeah, leave. I didn't know whether to laugh or not. I bit my tongue as Malix got angry again.
Like hell you are! Boys, do as I say, or else!
Oh, come on. It's even worse if there's a girl that's involved. If she's angry, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, you know? None of the boys moved. Eris snapped her fingers again, causing the boys to rush back past her and out another way from the warehouse. Oh, does she have mind control? Maybe that's it too.
Malix, it's over. You can't even beat a human girl. You're losing your powers. Lower devils only follow higher-ups that actually have power.
Ha ha.
Shut your mouth!
Oh, shit. Malix summoned his gun to his hand and shot multiple times at Eris, who somehow managed to teleport away from the shooting line and reappear by us. Whoa. She shook her head, letting out a sigh before grabbing Malix by the neck and pulling him off of me. Malix started to choke as Eris stared coldly at him.
All this for a bunch of pretty boys. You must be stupid and desperate.
Yeah, what did they ever do to you? Like, do they owe you money? Like, seriously, what have they done to you to, like, cause this whole, like, fight to happen? Or is it just because they were just so happened to be passing by the neighborhood and you're just like, fuck it kind of thing? Like, seriously, if that's all there is, like, yeah, you have too much time on your hand. Eris looked at me, making me tense up.
Human!
Yeah.
I suggest heading home to your pretty boys.
Okay.
You don't want to get involved in a supernatural investigation. It's a pain in the ass.
I get you, girl, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. So, peace. She then turned back to Malix, glaring daggers at him as he glared back at her.
You really think women are weak? Let me fix that, sweetie.
Yeah, you teach him. With that, Eris vanished into the shadows, taking Malix with her. Haha, bye. As I was left alone, the police siren stopped. I looked over to the open passage to see the incubi with a large police siren megaphone staring at me in surprise. I'm okay, you guys!
Where is he? I swear I'm gonna...
I beat his ass! Aren't you proud of me? He's gone. Eris took him and left. They won't be coming back. It was all so surreal. I was helped by a devil, but I quickly shook off the feeling. I was alive and that was all that mattered. I fought to stay alive and there I was. The boys tried to question me, but James cleared his throat, catching the attention of his brothers and me.
Let's just get you home, miss. There's nothing more to see here.
Yeah, clearly, because I handled it pretty well. All together, we began to walk out of the warehouse back home. There was no way in hell anyone was going to find out about this. Don't worry, it's all good. It was over. Malix was gone and the boys are finally safe. A wave of relief ran through my body at the thought of never having to deal with that group again. At the same time, a pang of realization hit the back of my mind. The boys were only going to stay until after Malix was defeated. That was our deal. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, this whole entire time seems to be like, this story was driven by the fact that these group of devils were after the guys, and the guys needed to be stronger to beat them. But I was here, and I beat their ass, and they're apparently not gonna come back ever again, so what now? As we approached home, I could feel something heavy weigh down my heart. It was late, but the boys led me inside and turned on the lights in the lobby.
Finally, we can relax.
Yeah,
It will be good to have some rest without devils breathing down our necks.
that's great.
I'm just tired. Can I hit the hay early?
Sure.
I think some sleep would be good for all of us.
Yep. I looked at Damien, knowing he could read my mind, and frowned. I didn't want him to know about my thoughts on the situation. Yeah, that sounds good. I wanted to just end tonight. Too much had happened, and I felt dizzy just trying to figure it out. However, Damien spoke up, stopping all of us from moving.
Should we be gone in the morning?
No, you can chill. The air became still with tension. The realization of the situation hit the boys like a wave, forcing them to turn to me in curiosity. They had remembered their deal and were now waiting awaiting me to decide their fate. However, I knew my answer. I couldn't keep them here. I knew I couldn't. They were demons and I was a human. I need to deal with my own life beyond anything else. If the boys stayed, my life would only become more complicated. I think it would be best. That would be best. Oh, really? Okay, damn. James nodded in agreement, keeping a professional tone in his voice as he replied to me.
Then we will be gone before you wake, miss. Thank you for letting us stay here as long as we did.
Aw. Is this gonna be an ending? Holy shit. I could feel the upset emotion of the incubi reverberate in the room, but I couldn't change my mind. I had too much going on in my life to let them stay, no matter how much I wanted them to.
It was a pleasure to have served you, beautiful lady.
Cool. It was hard watching each boy turn away from me for the last time. I stood there waiting for them all to leave the lobby.
I guess this is goodbye. Yeah. Have a good one.
Yeah. I stuck to my guns. I knew I was making the right choice.
Thank you for having us, miss. Maybe we'll see each other again.
Yeah. And maybe next time you don't bring a gang of hooligans to come after you and me. Maybe not.
Goodbye.
Bye. I actually liked him. Aww. As Damien left my sight, I finally let in air that I was denying into my body inside. My life would return to normal, well, as normal as it could be. Yeah, cause you know demon magic now. However, I was smarter and wiser than before. I knew of things beyond humanity now. I had come to learn about the boys and about the existence of the supernatural. I wasn't blind to what was beyond human life. Learning of this made me more open-minded. I nodded to myself before heading into my room, closing the door, and mentally allowing the reality of the situation to sink in. Tomorrow I had school, no devils to kidnap me, no incubi to wake up with. I went to bed that night, accepting and not regretting anything. Or so I thought! Or so I hoped. I knew it, or so I had hoped. What is it now? Is there gonna be a behemoth outside of my house the next morning? What is this? No.
You are an interesting creature.
No! Who the fuck are you? I opened my eyes to see a woman staring down at me with a very sly smirk on her face. I opened my mouth to scream in fright, but a hand quickly covered my mouth. How the fuck? Yeah.
No screaming now. Too early, silly girl.
God damn it, who the fuck are you? How the fuck did you get into my house this time? Why does everybody keep showing up in my house? I could only stare up at the woman above me. I still felt weak, not having the strength to move and fight her off. She was very beautiful, but I felt more anger than amazement. Yeah, because, bitch, I'm in the middle of sleeping, and you're just so rude just have me pinned down on the bed. This is uncomfortable. This is an invasion of space, and this is an invasion of my house. This is trespassing.
Why do the boys like you? You're unique, yes, but that can't be all that you have going for you.
I know how to use magic. Did you have you not heard how I just beat up a gang of devils? Yeah, that was me. So rage began to consume my core again. This woman, whoever she was making me mad. I am with you, Hannah. I'm getting so pissed right now. It's like, girl, you better back the fuck up right now, or else I'ma just blow a new hole in you. She must have known as she let another smirk grow onto her face.
Ooh, you're feisty. That could be why.
Ugh. Before I could bite her hand in anger, she removed her hand from my lips, standing up and staring down at me from her place next to my bed. I quickly sat up and glared daggers at the intruder. Yeah, how the fuck did you get into my house? How'd you get into my room? You know what I need in my life right now? Is better home security. Because everyone just keeps walking into my house as if they fucking own the place. Am I not the one who has it written in a document that says that technically this is my house and my property? Like, where does that? What does that mean? Nothing? I got a guy in a business suit read it out to me. Who the fuck are you? Ugh. Who the hell are you and why are you in my room? The woman began to laugh, making her rage inside making the rage inside me increase. I wanted to punch her, but I waited for her answer.
How silly of me. I forgot that we demons are not well known of in your world. You can call me Diana, little human.
Diana? Demon? You're a demon? No
I
shit.
am, but I'm much more than just an average demon.
Really? What do you mean?
Silly girl. I'm a succubus.
Cool. Great. Christ. I stared at Diana in shock. A succubus, first incubi, now a succubus. Great. I have now met both genders of sex demons. How fucking lucky am I? Jeez, can you just get the fuck out of my room right now? I just had enough of this mother bullshit right now. I don't want to deal with it more. Diana crossed her arms under her bosom and looked at my body.
Well, you are pretty.
Thanks. Now get out.
But you seem very reckless. Too reckless.
So what? You want to go? I moved out and stood from the bed, still glaring at Diana. Why are you here? Yeah, why are you here?
Well, I came here to clean up what the boys clearly forgot to clean. Men. So sloppy.
What? What do you mean by that? Yeah, what? Oh shit. What? Don't tell me there's gonna be some other next shit that's like they're being chased down by what?
I mean erasing your memories, sweetie.
What? What? wait. Hold the phone. Wait. What? This woman wasn't serious, was she? She comes into my room and spouts this. This was ridiculous. Yeah. I began to walk towards my door, wanting to leave the room. The boys could get rid of her. I had no mind about dealing with her myself.
The boys are gone, sweetie.
Oh, are they? Yeah, right. Oh shit, yeah. I froze in place. What? They were gone already? No way. I turned to Diana, glaring hard at her as she kept a smirk to me. You're lying.
Am I? If you want to go see for yourself, you can. But I promise you'll be wasting your time.
Well then, I can just get away from you in that time then. Goodbye. I stared, trying to find any hint if she was lying. She had to be. The boys wouldn't just up and leave without resting first, right? Diana crossed her arms and waited for me to make a choice. I decided to believe her for now. I'd find some hint in this conversation. What do you mean, take my memories?
Well, we demons can't have just anyone knowing about us. You have to completely devote your soul to learning about us. And even then, it's not always guaranteed that you can be granted knowledge of us.
Fuck. What makes me not deserve to know everything? I was attacked by devils. I found the boys in my house wounded and sheltered them. I think I deserve to remember those moments. Yeah. Diana let out a laugh, running a hand through her hair before looking back to me amused.
You were attacked by a gang and were almost killed. You found 5 homeless men and let them stay in your home. There's nothing special about either of these instances.
We're just skimming over the details. What the fuck? Yes, there was.
A human like you can't understand the rules. The boys themselves aren't even aware of the rules. They'll learn soon enough.
The fuck is... Diana flipped her hair before looking to me with a stern look.
Listen, sweetie. You're not going back to bed or leaving this house with those memories. I'm taking them from you, one way or another.
You wanna fight, huh? I can 1v1 you. Let's do this. I glared, standing my ground. You're not taking my memories. I'm not letting you take them.
And what do you plan to do with them, huh? Tell the press? Gossip to your friends that demons exist? Confess to your parents that you had demon servants and were almost killed by a devil gang?
No, I just want to keep them. Jesus. Now she was making me mad. Did she seriously think I was this stupid? These memories were precious to me and I wasn't going to let her win over my mind. Yeah. Fuck you. These memories are important to me. I know that other creatures exist. I know that magic exists. I'm more open-minded now.
Open-minded or gullible?
Who are you to judge me? Be up in my house with no permission in the middle of the night. How shady is that? Go home. Go home. What did she mean by that? The point of being open-minded was to be open to all thought. How was that anything close to being gullible?
There is nothing to learn from remembering the boys that won't bring trouble. I'm merely saving you from that. There are more than just demons who want to keep their existence a secret.
I'm good at keeping secrets.
There are many creatures in this world that don't want to be known of, and you remembering a small fragment is not acceptable to them without good reason.
Dude, I don't know anymore. Jeez. Diana smirked.
If you would have kept the boys, or at least had one of them around, they'd be a little more lenient to listen to your pleas. However, you're about to go into tomorrow without any of them around.
Oh my god, well how the hell was I supposed to know, okay? You just threw me in the dark. I couldn't believe my ears. There were more than just demons. Other fictional creatures existed. There was a system. What? Yeah, you could have just told me this beforehand. Maybe this whole entire mess wouldn't even have happened. Maybe then you wouldn't even have the reason to come here. Diana sighed and snapped her fingers, lifting my body up from the ground with her magic. Oh my god.
Look, I can kill you and no longer waste what little time I have, or I can erase your memories and go on with my life. I have more important things to do above arguing with you.
You're a bitch. How dare you say that? You're the one who invaded my house. I looked down at the ground to see something that made every nerve in my body quickly quake in fear. On the ground was a large open mouth with sharp wet teeth leading to an empty black abyss. I could feel the heat from the mouth's breath pant against my floating body. You're a rude ass motherfucker. How could you do this to me? Ah! I looked at Diana, who was looking at me with a stern and almost heartless gaze.
Make a choice, sweetie. Give up your memories or be a demon's snack. I warn you, he's quite the biter.
You're a bitch. I was panicking. I was about to die again. The boys weren't here to protect me. What was I going to do? Give up the memories, make a deal with Diana, fight! I want to try negotiating, but I also want to try to fight, but we can't fucking duke it out in the bedroom. This little space here. Well, I could toss you in the fire. I don't know. Okay, let's make a deal. Then I remembered demons had a conscience. They weren't heartless without reason. She could be reasoned with. She seemed like a businesswoman. Wait!
What? You're wasting my time.
But listen, what about a deal, huh? Diana raised an eyebrow. I was afraid she wasn't one to listen. What if she was as ruthless as I imagined her to be?
I'm listening.
Okay. Wait, really? Was she really willing to listen to me? She didn't drop me in the pit of death, but she didn't let me out of her spell. Okay. Now was a good time as any to try reason. These memories are precious to me, but they're not worth me losing my life.
Of course.
So, I mean, if I die, people will wonder and try to find explanation to why I died or where I disappeared to. Yeah, my parents.
Then just hand over your memories.
But what if I traded them to you instead? You seem like a reasonable businesswoman. A trade is better than forcing me to give in, right? Yeah, come on. This was insane. I didn't even know if she was willing to listen. She already had me hanging over the pit of death. The only thing I could hope for was her being forgiving enough to listen to reason.
Well, speak your terms. What do you want in exchange?
I let out a relieved sigh. She was willing to listen further. What am I supposed to fucking exchange then? Well, what can you give me in return for them?
I'm a demon. I can give you anything within reason. Money, men, women, power. Name it. Just make it worth the price.
Okay. She could really get me anything? My mind began to wander. What did I want? Her power. I want power. I want power. I want power. Diana raised an eyebrow at me.
What kind of power?
Anything. I just want to have it. Yeah.
You want power, but don't know what kind of power you want.
Yeah.
Interesting, human.
But it's great, isn't it? I watched as Diana walked over to me and gripped my chin. She examined my face, which made me wonder what the heck she was looking for. Did I have something on it? Diana's eyes seemed to almost glow as she looked into my eyes, which both scared me and made me feel warm and fuzzy. Diana nodded her head, a small smirk painting her face.
Well, since you didn't specify what kind of power...
Oh, fucking Christ, maybe I should've. I raised my eyebrow. What was she thinking? Diana stepped back and tapped her fingers on her crossed arms, trying to think. I was unsure what ran through her mind, but I hoped it was good. Yeah. As if coming up with a solution, Diana finally lowered her arms and nodded to herself.
Very well, human. Power you want, so power you shall have.
What kind of power, though? Diana snapped her fingers, which caused a large beam of purple and black light shoot up from the pit beast below me. I became consumed in it, shutting my eyes tightly. The world around me became dark, and I didn't want to open my eyes for any reason. Oh shit, I couldn't feel myself fall. I couldn't even feel my own body. Darkness surrounded my body, and I felt weightless in its embrace. Was this what I wanted? Where was I? Was I dead? I couldn't be. This couldn't be what death was. What the fuck is going on? What was going to happen to me? Why was I in darkness? I didn't know what was happening, and I felt like screaming, but in the darkness like this, who would answer? Diana, where are you? What the fuck did you do to me? I could hear my voice empty in the dark, empty into the darkness without echo. I was in an abyss, left alone with no one to turn to. Was this freedom? Was this power? What was this?
You're too chaotic for the world of humans, little girl. I'm going to give you something very valuable, so you best not squander the chance.
Really? What's that? I looked around trying to find Diana. What was she talking about?
You're about to be reborn.
What?
You will be reborn into a powerful creature. So powerful, the demon lord himself will learn fear.
Oh, hell yeah! Oh, fuck yeah!
And I'm going to give you the power to defeat
Oh, fuck yes. Okay, this is good. This is good. I felt my body quake in pain suddenly, forcing me to curl over my body and cry out. Yeah. My clothes burnt off of me, and I watched in fright as my hands and feet began to darken into an inky and dangerous purple tint. The color traveled through my skin and made my body twitch in both pain and fear. I couldn't help but scream in agony at the pain rushing through me. It felt like my skin was burning away and being replaced by a new shell. It was a torturous mutation. But I'm gonna look hella fabulous, right? That has to be important. If I don't, I'm gonna be mad. I could feel marks burn themselves onto my flesh, marking my body in a purple tattoo gallery. As my head began to feel heavy, I gripped onto the sides of my head, only to feel something growing from each side. I gripped onto the new additions to my head and gasped. Horns. Well, was I becoming a devil? No. A demon? Yeah, a demon. Yes, I was a demon. My life flashed before my eyes and burnt away like flowers in a wildfire. Each memory I held dear to me no longer existed in my mind, for I only could accept darkness. I was a demon. The name reverberated in my head. Was it my name? Was it a name of someone close to me? I couldn't place the name, so I placed it into the darkness of my mind as my first memory. I closed my eyes and breathed. I opened them and was staring into a castle hall seated on a throne. I heard shouts and pleadings for help and aid from the servants around me. They all were scared of the threat that was coming our way. One even approached me and asked what we should do. I stared at the demon servant, recognizing him as my underling, another new memory. I crossed my legs and thought briefly. The demon lord was a powerful demon willing to kill for territory, new memory. I smirked. Let him come, I'm ready. Haha, I look badass. Just saying. I felt new memories of the world around me draw out from the darkness in my mind, telling me everything I needed to know about my situation. I was a succubus and the new ruler of a territory the Demon King wanted. I wasn't going to let him take it so easily. I wouldn't allow it. I watched as my underlings scrambled under my command and instructed them specifically on what to do and how to prepare my new land for its intruder. I then remembered. I can't pronounce that fucking name. Ezreir gave me the power to defeat the Demon Lord while she was out on some mission or another. I would take it and become a new being. Would she return? Not likely. She was too weak to return after ripping open a tear from the human world. She would be on her little mission forever, leaving me in with her kingdom unless she found a powerful enough human to grant her access back. She wouldn't know that though, not until the very last minute. Too bad. My mind allowed me to see all the power I had and smirked at the thought of each spell in my mind being powerful enough to wipe out kingdoms. Yes, this is what I wanted. This was my calling. I was free to carve my own path. I had the power to do it. This was my happily ever after. and I was surely going to enjoy every minute of it. Ah, haha, end my kingdom S. Haha, wow, damn. I didn't know this was an option, but shit. Well, that's that. I got myself my first ending, which was me basically becoming a demon lord. Sweet. That was cool. I didn't know that was like a potential like ending possibility, but I guess I could have figured. I should have figured. But anyways, that seduced me, my first ending. No romancing here because I'm just too spunky and independent. So obviously I'm gonna come back to this game. This isn't the end of Seduce Me the Otome just yet, because there's a shit ton of other endings to get, and I'm a bit of a completionist and I want to get, you know, the entirety of the game and the entirety of the story, because this is only but one possible ending. Apparently there's like something crazy like 29 endings or some shit like that. But anyways, yes, I'm gonna come back to this game and try to romance one of the guys. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at that. It's just that I take a while to warm up to characters, or maybe it's cause like I'm also doing Nameless, the one thing you must recall, and it's kind of almost like getting out of a relationship kind of thing, almost, where it's like I got one of the bad endings for one of the characters' route in Nameless, and it was pretty dark and kind of almost traumatizing to me because I didn't know it could turn out that way. So now coming into here, I'm like on edge. I'm like, I know you're gonna backstab me, or I know you're gonna kill me, or I know some shit's gonna happen with you, or some shit, or like you're gonna betray me or something like that. So yeah, I was a bit on edge with just kind of like not trusting people, but then again, I don't trust people that easily. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just cut out of this. Or usually I like cutting out of this, but I really want to see something that may show up at the end after credits. Okay, so that's the end of the credits. Do I not get anything? Nope, I don't get anything extra at the end. Okay, anyways. Thanks for watching up until this point, and be sure to tune in to more episodes and uploads, because then I'ma do this again and hopefully get one of the guys this time. That's enough of me being a demon lord, so see you then next time. Bye! Ooh, bonus. Fuck no.